For the last 2 years, this has been I'm Still Playing. And while my well-balanced mix of gotcha guides, story recaps, and Unreal Game insights has produced impressive metrics and views by the thousands, I'd still recently begun to feel it was time for a change. I want to talk to you guys about some changes that are coming to the channel. Again. Okay, I have a confession to make. Lately, I have felt nothing but a great sense of weariness whenever I open a gotcha game. I was quite excited for Neverness to Everness, and I jumped in with both feet. But after just a few weeks of finding myself doing literally nothing but pretending to rob the same bank over and over again, I was beginning to question my life choices. I gave Mongale Stardive a try, and it does have its own particular brand of charm. But you know, even its allure felt superficial at best. And I am so far behind in Wuthering Waves, hell, I don't even know who Yang Yang is anymore. I did make a stab at returning to World of Warcraft. I unlocked my little house and, you know, decorated it. But increasingly, WoW is also a game I just don't recognize. I mean, I'm a Draenei hunter living in Silvermoon City, for fuck's sake. But I still had this yearning for something simpler, something, you know, comfortable. A game that would allow me to create a character, my own character, from scratch. And then give her a sword, a bow, and just allow her to go out and shoot some goblins in the face. And that's when it occurred to me, you know, I should start another playthrough of that most replayable of games, Baldur's Gate 3, and really take advantage of my decades of role-playing experience. Failed both checks. Sorry, bud.
The brain won't budge.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose.
Stop hitting my wizard with rays of frost. Shit, who's down? Gale's down already? Drink a potion. You have no potions. Who's got potions? Let's see if we can do something with it. I've got animal handling. Kind of a fighter ranger type. I rolled a 3. There we go. 75% chance and she misses. That's my Lizelle. Used these tools, but I was blown up. I've disarmed the trap.
A wizard sealed this chest. Wasn't an amateur either.
This thing
Can't just
won't
open
yield
it.
its contents easily.
Damn it. I need Gale in this. Killed the kid. Holy smokes!
Please, make it stop!
But all of that is yet to come, and we shouldn't get too far ahead of ourselves just yet, because now it's time to begin yet another attempt at a playthrough of this beloved game. I do have one playthrough under my belt all the way through to the end, and I have started several others, but all of those stalled out somewhere around Act 2. Not this time, though. This time it's going to be different. I'm going to play all the way through to the end. Am I going to play on honor mode? Well, no. I'll almost certainly play balanced. Well then, will I play as a dirge, an evil character scouring the land? I'm not going to play Dark Urge. Yeah, no, I could never be evil, honestly. Well then, will I romance anyone other than Shadowheart?
Seems like we're the lucky ones, judging by all the corpses strewn about.
Yeah, again, no, I think I'm only going to romance Shadowheart. Really, I mean, there isn't any other choice, is there? So yeah, as I said, completely different. Let's begin, shall we? Okay, now I said we were going to get started, but I want to stop here real quick and just point something out. I'm going to say something slightly spoilery, so if you've like, oh, hey, I've never seen the end of Baldur's Gate, and I'm excited to see it now, you might want to jump ahead about 30 seconds from right now. Okay, we all set? So I think it's pretty cheeky of Larian that in the opening frames of their opening cinematic, they depict a scene that is literally the end of the game. I know, crazy, right? Okay, let's go on. Okay. Here, oh, I guess he can float. All right, that's a Githyanki. We'll learn more about her later, I'm sure. Oh, that's me. I can tell because of the slow way I blink my eyes. It's definitely me. Man, you need to do something about those nails. Oh, okay, so I guess we got a little frog fishery going on here. Okay, it's so cute. Oh yeah, I don't want it. It's, yeah, you keep it. Man, it sucks to be her. Wait, you're not going to... Oh, get it off. Oh, no. Oh, that's gotta suck. Wait, what do you... I do not even... I'm just gonna look over at that person. Oh, no, no. Oh, damn. All right, well, I think we know how the game starts. Let's get after it. Okay, so now it's time for that most beloved part of any RPG, creating your character. In this particular case, I wasn't entirely sure of the exact combination of classes and subclasses that I wanted, but I did have a pretty good idea in my mind of the fiction that I wanted for this character. And it would be this character. Now, before you go hating on the fact that Tauriel doesn't even exist in J.R.R. Tolkien's The Hobbit and was entirely made up by Peter Jackson, still, as a character, she's a complete badass, and I love her. So with that class fiction firmly in mind, I kind of felt like I should be able to get through the character creation really quickly, and wouldn't take too long at all to create my dream Tauriel knockoff. Face? No. Oh, okay. Interesting. No. Nope. I did that on my other character because I like it so much. Subdued. What is that? Mongoose tail? That's kind of cute. Might befit her dual wielding nature. That's the one we just had. Having deftly whipped up my character, it was time to, well, create another character. Baldur's Gate 3 wants you to create a guardian character without really explaining to you why you're doing so. Not wanting to delay the beginning of my game for yet another 3 hours, I decided to just use random choices for the guardian character until I found something that wasn't offensive. Behold my results. At long last, it was finally time to enter the game. Oh, okay. So these are mind flayers. We must be in some sort of dark subterranean lair or cavern or something. Oh, sorry, your friend is dead, buddy. I don't think that's how you make the heart sign. Wait, what? What is this? Or, okay, maybe not in some dark subterranean lair. Maybe we're flying a giant airship. Oh, get out of there, buddy. What? No, don't go up, man. You need to go down. You need to get out of there. I'm telling you, this is not going to go well for you. Oh. Oh, yeah. Run! Oh, the tentacles disintegrate people. That's just rude. Or teleport them. Okay, wait. So you're saying they've got a giant airship and their tentacles can disintegrate and then teleport people up into their... Oh, all right, hold on. Just stop right here. All right, so I kind of feel like we need to consult the original ancient texts here and see what the first edition Advanced Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual has to say about mind flayers. All right, so take a look. All right, yeah, past dragons. Yep, past gray ooze. Past all the men. There are a lot of men. Okay, here we go. Mind flayer. Look at that. Isn't it a terrifying image? Okay, so mind flayers are found only in subterranean planes as they detest sunlight. Apparently not these. They are greatly evil and consider the bulk of humanity and its kin as cattle to feed upon. Okay, that much is right. The mind flayer's physical attack is by striking a victim with its 4 tentacles, blah, blah, blah. Yep. Mind flayers have the following psionic abilities: levitation, domination, ESP, body equilibrium, astral projection, probability travel. Nowhere does it list teleporting people off of the ground with their giant tentacled airships. If the encounter is going against a mind flayer, immediate flee, blah, blah, blah. These monsters speak their own arcane language. Yes, no doubt. Description: the mind flayer's skin glistens with slime. Its skin color is a nauseous mauve, its tentacles being purplish black. Okay, that all fits. A mind flayer's eyes are dead white, no pupil being evident. The 3 long fingers of each hand are reddish, but the hands are mauve. And look, here's a very clear picture of a mind flayer fucking up a group of adventurers. I mean, if that image doesn't strike terror into your heart, I just don't know what will. But you know what it doesn't say anywhere? It doesn't say anything about flying massive astral plane-hopping airships with city-crushing, people-teleporting tentacles. Look, I'm a fan of homebrew rules as much as the next guy, but I feel like Larian might be railroading the players just a bit here. Okay, let's get back to it. Okay, they got dragons. Not just dragons, but dragons being ridden by Githyanki. Oh yeah, and they are here to fuck up the airship. Yeah, take that. Oh, you felt that. Yeah. You just been bitch slapped by a tentacle. What do you think the odds are of him actually hitting the water? Exactly. Oh, yeah, just tear into that shit. Wait, what's this? Oh, it's the control device. Oh, it works just like it does in the Avatar ponies. And now he's in a frozen land, and we don't know how those dragon riding Githyanki knew where to go, but they sure did. Duck! Okay, yeah, we're good. We're gonna stay. Oh, lost another part of the ship. Hello? Hello there. Oh, shit. We gotta go. Pull up, pull up! It's a great cinematic. It is a great cinematic. Okay, that's me, because you can tell from my blinking. Oh, hey, Githyanki person. Wait, you're gonna let me out, right? You are gonna... Oh, thanks. No, you go ahead. I'll get out on my own. We're not in Kansas anymore, Dorothy. We're now in some dimension of hell. Many whelps! And with the thrilling cinematic introduction completed, it was time to actually begin our adventure. And once our cryopod door opened, all on its own conveniently enough, well, it's time to take stock of our surroundings and figure out what we can do about this headache.
My head.
Free from our cryopod, as we began exploring the downed airship, one of the first things that we encounter is the fish tank holding the tadpoles, one of which was currently inhabiting a space behind my ocular cavity. Now, our hero Sinestra at this point is currently a level 1 fighter. As such, she is possessed of dizzying intellect. So, of course, the smart thing to do here is to see if we can learn a bit more about these curious creatures, and to make our first skill check of the game, something that will certainly herald that a glorious adventure awaits us. 10, we rolled a 2, -1, gives us an unnatural 1. Definitely did not.
You notice nothing more than meets the eye.
No, we're not going to learn anything from here. Or not. Deciding to leave the tank for now, we're about to step away when Sinestra gets a better idea. There's no reason to leave these things to potentially infest others. Let's deal with this in classic fighter fashion.
Here we go again.
That takes me place. Well, the encounter has been, if nothing else, illustrative of how things are likely going to fare for our hero going forward. With the tadpole tank dealt with, we continued our exploration of the airship, healing ourselves along the way with healing tentacles.
Odd. I feel better.
Much better. It's best if you don't know. And passing through doors with a suspiciously sphincter-like appearance. All right, next sphincter. After wandering about and looting a cartilaginous chest or two, and quite frankly, why wouldn't you? And, just wondering where in the hell we were.
Where the hells are we?
We soon came across a fellow who was in far worse shape than we were.
You've come to save us from this place. From this place you'll free us.
The exposed brain quivers in expectation.
Please. Before they return. They return.
Now, Sinestra was of course alarmed by this strange, quivering, talking brain in a skull, but her player was gifted with the powerful meta-knowledge of a previous playthrough, and knew that if you were just able to free this little brain bug, you would gain a companion named Us that would be very useful later on in the game. All that was necessary was to successfully pry that brain out. As I intended for Sinestra to be a dead-eyed marksman, I had given her extraordinary dexterity. Surely this, my second skill check of the game, using my best stat, would be a resounding success. Class 10, plus 3. Come on, you can do it. And we failed both checks. Continue. Sinestra, however, apparently has her own plans. She did try removing the brain bug, but it was clearly lodged in there just too tight. And then, in a rare flash of insight, she realizes that the talking brain is actually an intellect devourer. And by the gods, she decided that she had already had enough of brain bugs for a lifetime. Clearly, the right answer here is to crush that brain like an overly ripe melon. Oh, well. I was beginning to think maybe I should have made Sinestra a barbarian. After a bit more exploration, I made my way to the exterior of the Mindflayer airship, where I was able to get my first real look at whatever plane of hell this was we were flying through. And it was here, along this path, that I encountered that mysterious lizard woman whom, as you recall, had literally just left us to die.
Abomination. This is your end.
Unfortunately, before I could say, "What the hell, bitch?" our tadpoles resonated with each other, giving us glimpses into each other's lives.
Past. A dragon's wing, a silver sword, and a flash of your face seen through the strange woman's eyes.
Oh. My head. What is this?
This, apparently, was more than enough to convince Lizard Woman that we could help each other.
It blesses me this day. Together, we might survive.
Given that none of my dialogue options were, "What the hell, bitch?" I opted for learning who Lizard Woman was.
Your only chance of survival.
And while she doesn't answer directly, the dialogue tells us that her name is Lizelle, and we quickly learn that she has a real take-charge, can-do attitude.
First, we exterminate the imps. Then we find the helm and take control of the ship.
Yes.
We will address the matter of a cure for this infection once we reach the material plane.
As long as she's in charge and you're doing whatever it is that she wants. Pleasantries and introductions out of the way, it was looking like it was time for our first real battle. And we would be going up against ravenous imps. All right. Now, I'd like to say our first battle went swimmingly smooth and we easily defeated the enemies. However, that would not be entirely accurate. The battle began with our would-be master archer Sinestra coming to the realization that her player, yours truly, hadn't bothered to give her a bow, or, well, a ranged weapon of any sort. After rummaging through her inventory, there was nothing for it but to run up and smack the imp with our sword. Ooh, hitting for 8. Fortunately, our first hit of the game was a critical one. Surely this bodes well for combats to come. Lizelle had no such hesitations, and she gleefully runs up and one-shot eviscerates one of the other imps.
I will not know failure.
8 down. 2 attacks, 2 down. So far, so good. Back to Sinestra, we look to see if maybe Lizelle has a bow of some sort that she can loan our hero. She does indeed, and I set about trying to pass it from Lizelle to Sinestra. If only I could remember how. At last, bow and inventory, Sinestra equips the weapon. She's now ready for action. Unfortunately, it turns out that equipping the bow is in fact an action, and now there's nothing really more for her to do. Lizelle, growing impatient, runs over and quickly dispatches the remaining imp. Lizelle, attack.
You proved surprisingly adequate in battle.
I did kill one, and took your bow.
Now, to the helm.
And thus we finished our first battle, with Sinestra gloriously killing one imp and equipping a bow. To the helm, Lizelle demands, but not before we loot the bodies. One of the imps provides Sinestra with a proper crossbow that she can claim as her own, so we give Lizelle her short bow back. Appropriately armed, we head deeper into the ship. It isn't long, though, before we pass through another sphincter and find ourselves in a room where the Mind Flayers were apparently conducting experiments. And one of those would-be experiments is still trapped within her pod.
You! Get me out of this damn thing!
We have no time for stragglers.
Miss Leave No One Behind is quick to advise you on a course of action. Sinestra, though, isn't about to leave a fellow elf behind if she can help it, and she looks for a way to open the pod.
Nothing looks familiar.
This ship is crashing. Do you intend to die for a stranger?
You're a stranger.
Try that contraption next to the pod. They did something to it when they sealed me in.
Though we haven't been introduced properly, the dialogue tells us that the trapped elf is named Shadowheart, and she suggests an action. Following this suggestion, Sinestra puts her dizzying intellect to use once again and examines the console.
The console appears dormant.
The first thing she tries to do, of course, is to give it a good smack.
Nothing. The console remains dormant.
Failing that, though, she looks for a way to actually open it.
The mechanisms are completely unrecognizable at first, but then you spy an empty socket.
Now, as I've mentioned before, some parts of this game are familiar to Sinestra's player from previous playthroughs, and you know what? He's not afraid to take advantage of those when he finds them. This is one of those times. After looting the room, Sinestra makes her way through another sphincter and into the next room. And it is here we find another victim locked in a cryopod.
A dazed woman is trapped inside the pod. She doesn't notice you.
Beyond the cryopod is a large button with a single interaction available: push. Relying on her instincts, i.e. the fact that Sinestra's player remembers all too well what happens when you push that button, our hero avoids the button and makes her way past it to the body in the back, which does have the rune that we need to open Shadowheart's console.
This might unlock those controls next to the pod.
Yes. Back at the console, it's time to put that Eldritch rune to use.
The console appears dormant.
Yes, but we now have the rune.
The console hums to life.
And, once more, make use of our vast knowledge of Arcana to ascertain what exactly is going to happen when we activate this thing. I haven't made a roll yet. I didn't believe I'd make that one. And Sinestra once again demonstrates why she's not a scholar.
Nothing in the appearance of the device betrays its purpose. It could do anything.
Soldiering on regardless, we put our hand on the device, and suddenly the tadpole in our head activates.
The parasite. Then discomfort fades, and another sensation washes over you. Connection. Authority.
And now we have an Illithid Wisdom option, and this lowers the roll we need to succeed all the way down to 2. Now here's the awesome thing. Sinestra, in her continued run of not making any skill check, well, ever, actually fails this roll as well, as she rolls a natural 1, which should always be a failure. But you know, Larian is like, we didn't intend for you to actually ever fail this roll, so here's a 20. I know, right? Larian is back there behind the Dungeon Master screen going, yeah, no, you know what, you're good. Freed from her cryopod, Shadowheart can't even so much as say thank you before our tadpoles are shaking hands for us.
I thought that damn thing was going to be my coffin. Thank you.
Your mind lurches into her thoughts. Her gratitude is mixed with wariness, because you have a Gith with you.
You keep dangerous company.
Shadowheart is wary of Lazelle, and you know, she's not wrong. Did you feel that just now? We're in each other's
I did.
face.
It must be because of those parasites they put in us.
Yeah,
They'll
me
have
too.
to wait. I need to get off this ship alive first. Let me come with you. We can get off this ship and watch each other's backs along the way.
I'm Sinestra. Oh, yeah.
Shadowheart. One moment.
Introduction's complete. It's almost time to leave, but Shadowheart needs to retrieve her artifact, which, you know, the Mind Flayers thoughtfully left in her pod with her, and which we are most definitely not asking about. Come on, time to go.
Finally. Let us make for the helm. We've wasted enough time already.
She's right. Lead on.
All right, Shadowheart. With the group formed from the strong bonds of trust and friendship, it was time at last to make our way to the helm. And soon enough, we found ourselves assembled outside the door. Before we go in, though, Lazelle has a little pep talk for us.
We are nearing the helm. Once inside, do as I say.
Who put you in charge? I'll trust my own judgment.
You tell her, Shadowheart.
Cane yank.
I beg you. I'm not sure what she said there, but I'm pretty sure it was Githyanki for comrade. Encouraged by Lazelle's words, we made our way onto the bridge, only to discover that apparently the Mind Flayers have a demon problem. Okay, full stop. Quick aside here. I'm sorry, but there is no way 4 imps are taking down an Illithid. Like one mind blast and he's going to obliterate the entire lot of them. Whatever, Larian. I see you and your artistic license.
Thrall, connect the nerves of the transponder. We must escape. Now.
Do it. We will deal with the Geich after we escape.
Now, the goal of this particular combat is solely to reach the transponder in the back of the room before the time runs out. And you can see they give you 15 turns in which to accomplish this. You don't have to kill either the Demon General or the Illithid. You just have to get past them and their trash mobs and touch the console in 15 turns. Easy peasy, to be honest. However, armed with the meta-knowledge gifted to her by her player, Sinestra has another goal. And that goal was to swipe that fancy flaming sword off of that demon. And this is entirely doable with a little bit of luck and someone equipped with a command spell, which we have. Sinestra opens up the battle by flanking left and taking aim at a nearby imp, leaving Lazelle to deal with the boar. And of course, she fails to kill it. After the Mind Flayer smacks the demon with another Mind Blast, Lazelle runs up and makes short work of the Hellboar. Get after him, Lizelle. Nice. Shadowheart has one job, and that's to get up close enough to use her command spell on that demon, so she dashes into the fray. Go, go, go! You got this! The imps take shots at Cine and Lizelle, but no real damage is done. Take that! Oh! 1 point damage. We're good. Sinestra knocks another arrow, and this time the imp goes down. Thank you. She's about to go running up herself when she reminds herself that, it'd be a shame to not search this body that's literally lying at her feet. Stuffing extra armor and a sword into her belt, she runs forward towards the battle, looting as we're going.
Light on my feet.
Not wanting to be left behind, Lizelle dashes forward as well, and then uses the butt of her sword to smack an imp in the head.
Need to stay focused.
Alright, now it's Shadowheart's time to shine, and putting all of the authority of Shar into her voice, she commands the demon to drop his sword. 55%? We can do it, come on! Or not, which, of course he blithely ignores. In turn, after the imp misses Lizelle and Commander Zonk gives the Mind Flayer a piece of his mind, Sinestra dashes between the combatants like a linebacker between blockers headed for the end zone. There we are. Right through the middle. Like a linebacker.
Hurry, before they strike!
After more encouragement from team player Lizelle, the Mind Flayer and Lizelle both remind us that we've got exactly one job. We will, honestly. I promise. After admonishing us, Lizelle finishes off the imp in front of her and then makes her way towards the next group of enemies.
On the move.
It's back to Shadowheart and her sole remaining first level spell. It's now or never. Let's try again. Once again, putting all of the power and authority of Shar into her voice, she commands General Zonk to
Drop your sword.
And this time he must obey. He drops his sword on the ground, and in that very same turn, Shadowheart deftly skips forward and stuffs it into her pack. With our prize firmly in hand, our work here was done. On the very next turn, Sinestra is able to dash around the Hellbore and make her way to the transponder, and thus initiating the cinematic climax to the prologue.
The Helm's alien transponder. You've made it in time.
And that brings us to the end of Session 0 of Sinestra's adventures in Baldur's Gate 3. I hope you'll join us for our next session, where we'll meet some new friends.
I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment.
Work with fellow adventurers to explore ancient tombs. Andorn, though. Andorn was the leader. Oh yeah, he's got this key. And figure out just who in the hell's this guy is exactly.
I ask again, what is the worth of a single mortal life?
Until next time, though, may you never wake up on the beach wondering, where in the hell am I, and how in the hell did I get here? Cheers.